And we welcome you back to our MASN studios. Tom Davis joined now by Roch Kubatko at Fenway Park in Boston from MASNsports.com School of Roch. Roch, obviously the Orioles, and we all know this as fans, they need a fifth starter for April the 15th. Any ideas who it may be?
Well, we've narrowed it down. We'll know for sure Thursday because the winner will have to join the team in Toronto. Clearly, it's between Alec Asher and Jason Aquino. We think that's pretty obvious right now. Aquino pitched Sunday to be working on an extra day's rest. Not real effective, but pretty much anyone in that Norfolk rotation has been struggling right now, except for Alec Asher, who pitched on Monday, 4 1/3 scoreless. Real positive reports on him, and he would be working on normal rest when he starts Saturday. So it's really down to those two. Mike Wright pitched last night. He wasn't scratched. He was allowed to throw 85 pitches, so he wasn't shortened up, and he's continuing to struggle. Also struggled the end of camp. And Gabriel Inoa's pitching tonight. He wasn't scratched. We eliminate him. It's Aquino or it's Asher, and they can go either way here. They're still discussing it. They even toyed a little bit with maybe Tyler Wilson, but he's not really stretched out much. You think you could give him more than maybe 3 innings. So Asher or Aquino, somebody whose name starts with an A. We've got it narrowed down.
Roch, I know every Orioles fan needs an update on Chris Tillman. What do you have?
He's getting an A grade right now because his shoulder's reacting so well. He threw 2 innings in extended spring training yesterday. Went fantastic. So he will pitch Monday night at AA Bowie, a 6:35 start. They hope to get 3 innings out of him. Of course, his pitch count will dictate how many innings. They're hoping for 3. And then after that, he's expected to join Class A Frederick to continue his rehab assignment. Could get a couple starts with them. May have to go on the road with him for the first one because they're looking at the schedule. There may not be an affiliate at home close enough to them. But ideally, in a perfect world, he could be back on the mound for the Orioles May 2nd. They could wait, maybe go on the 7th instead if they think he needs a little more time. But that's how optimistic they are, that they think it could be early May. And really, that was the original schedule, even though, you know, they're hesitant to etch it in stone just in case something happens. But they were hoping all along that maybe ideally he could be back by May 2nd. So Monday night, AA Bowie, 6:35, Prince George's Stadium. Chris Tillman will be on the mound.
Now, Roch, checking out the Orioles lineup tonight with the right-hander Wright on the mound, you would expect Kim to be in left field, but not so. Trey Mancini starts again. Why?
Yeah, primarily it's because even though it is a right-hander, it's Stephen Wright with that knuckleball. And Buck still remembers talking to Kim last year, and Kim told him he never saw a knuckleballer in Korea. And he's 0 for 6 against Wright when he faced him last year. So I think primarily it's because Buck just doesn't want to expose him to the knuckleballer. But also he said, you know, he wants to give Trey Mancini consecutive starts. They're really intrigued by this kid. This is another start in left field. They were so impressed by a throw he made last night, a throw home. They kind of did a double take. That was a plus arm there that they weren't expecting. Buck said he's going to be in the lineup again tomorrow because Toronto's starting Francisco Liriano, a left-hander, so it gives them a chance to give consecutive starts to Trey Mancini. So that's part of it. But obviously, if this right-hander on the mound tonight didn't throw a knuckleball, I think you'd see Kim in left field. And we reminded Buck, you had talked about, you know, Kim might not just be a platoon player this year. He might get some opportunities against lefties. Only had 22 plate appearances against him last year, 0 for 17, none so far. Buck, of course, reminded us we've only played 6-7 games so far. It's early. That could change. Right now, it's just circumstances that Kim is sitting again tonight.
Well, Roch, we always appreciate the information. We'll check you out on MASNsports.com School of Roch. Roch Kubatko there at Fenway Park in Boston before the Orioles play the Red Sox in the 2nd game of the 2-game series.